Hi everyone, and welcome to today's class. It's very interesting because today we have, or we may have, a quiet day. This actually depends on your inner state, because when there are no influences from the outside, meaning like energetic, yeah, it's you who is creating the energetics, and as we know, our emotions are energy in motion, so it's up to us really, and it could be really a great opportunity to explore your inner world and to see what is the outside reflection. So maybe you want to ask yourself some questions. I've put it into the info box below, because as you know, we are an energy field and everything's connected. So yes, maybe you would like to take some time with your journal and just see how it goes and what you're up to in the next phase of your life from today. Okay, so very curious what the guys have us have us do today. So I've got my little toes in line with my hip or muscle line. It's like the outer point, which is the reference point. My little fingers in line with the shoulders, nose, sternum, navel, pubic bone in line, sit bones together, and then it's like a big fountain coming through your head, getting out here, ribs together, navel towards your spine, and release. Or relax your knees and your elbows, and we're good to start with the reaffirmation of your upper arms. Please have the shoulder blades parallel, and then just arms hanging loosely by your sides, and here we go. Looks a little bit off. Okay, so I'm just turning my arms, but as I have them hanging loosely, yeah, don't force anything, because that's creating tension, and we don't want to work with tension. We want to lengthen and work with the strength of the core, having this flow through everything. Fingers, feet, head. Little fingers towards your thumbs, and keep lengthening. And just relax. Okay, one more. Little fingers towards your thumbs, lengthening everything, ribs together, and releasing. Okay, good. So now the other way around, it's just here, thumbs towards the little fingers, no twisting, turning. It's all lengthening, and thumbs towards the little fingers, lengthening everything, and releasing. Okay, relax. One more time, thumbs towards the little fingers, lengthening, lengthening, ribs together, and releasing. Okay, so make sure you're working below the delta and not everything here, yeah? That's enough. It's just having it flow through. Okay, so with that same muscle coordination, you don't have to remember it, I keep reminding you, as you may have noticed, you go to the end of the mat, lengthening, sink your sit bones into your heels, and then slowly rolling down, releasing everything. Just hang. Yeah, make sure you bend your legs whenever necessary, and of course you can put some books or yoga blocks or a little chair below so you can reach the floor. Okay, so starting from here, breathing in, on the out breath, lengthening, and release. One more time, breathing in, yeah, rolling on one foot, still because of the contraction, breathing in. So make sure you're not rolling on your feet. Yeah? You're standing well, supported on your big toe, little toe, and heel. So it's a triangle, which is the most stable form in nature. Okay. So now we're repeating this, looking at our middle finger, lengthening and turning from our center, and describing a big semicircle and an even bigger one going down. Okay? So from here, breathing in and lengthening, energy through the middle finger, describing the biggest possible circle, and lengthening, lowering, and down we go. And lengthening, energy through the middle finger, and lengthening nables in, and lowering. And one more time, lengthening, lengthening, and lengthening, navel towards the spine. And we've got one more. Lengthen. If you feel like you need to do more, you do that, right? It's very important that you go with what you feel, with what feels right for you, what resonates. Because sometimes we notice that something's loosening up, yeah, or that there's some point of tension or whatever. So if you feel like this is helpful, go for that. That's why we're doing it. Okay, the next exercise is also a set one at the moment, kind of. Stability exercise for your lower back and hip, which also helps creating stability in your life. So if you feel like you don't need it here, but you could really use it in your life, go ahead and keep doing it. I can really recommend it. It makes a huge difference over time. Okay, so here we go. Same muscle coordination, same posture. Both hips parallel to the floor, very important. Other important thing is that now we're standing on one leg, make sure, you can always bend it, but make sure that your heel is on the floor. Yeah, nothing like this. It's not helpful. Okay, so from here, lengthening, and it doesn't matter where you are. What is important is feeling the legs, or thinking, visualizing the legs and the line, center line, both lines at the side of your body, and elbows towards your body, not outside, tensing your shoulders. And relax. Just let the energy flow back. Okay. And other side. Okay, lengthening. Up. Energy through your head. Lengthening everything. Lengthening. Energy through your upper body. And lowering. Okay, just let the energy flow back. Lengthening. Okay, now one more time, and if you like, you can just visualize more length and see what happens in your leg. And with my special condition at the moment, I need to do it in a more dynamic way, so I'm trying to lengthen to here. This is a little massage for my foot, and then describing the biggest circle, bigger circle to go down. Yeah, that's what I'm trying now, lengthening. So you can choose between those two, but make sure you're not doing it fast, because that's not helpful for your body. We're trying to find more length, and especially in our, not in the leg, but in the lower body, yeah? So it affects the entire back, and definitely the lower back most. Okay, so that's what we're doing. Lengthening, trying to lengthen. Okay, up, and lengthening, and always try to go a little slower when it comes to the end. I'm sometimes pushing a little bit, because yes, I'm then kind of pushing the contraction, but you have to do that very slowly and trying to dosificate it, right? Okay, so now just see how the body is. Just relaxing your back and stretching out, lengthening. Maybe you want to give your legs a shake, energy field, or your arms, three-dimensional, so your shoulders are not affected. Also this here, trembling with your legs is a Chinese exercise. Navel in to help your lymphatic system. Okay, and my favorite, which is also the kids' favorite, is this one. Head down, or grandkids, whatever you have. Down we go. Okay, great. So what's next? Push-ups. No, not to start with. You say, okay, so what do you want to start with? Okay, with bridges, right, surprise. Okay, you've got your little toes in line with your hips or muscle line, little fingers in line with your shoulders, and from here, breathing in, coming up, lengthening. Now you're lengthening your butt into your knees, and then you feel the stretch at the front and at the back, and lowering. Okay, breathing in. On the out breath, up we go, lengthening, lengthening. Everything's long here. And lowering. Right, we do it one more time, and this time we start with several variations of the legs, which one is building upon the next. So you can always go back to the one before and make sure you only lift your leg if you notice that because of the fountain's activity you are stable, okay? You don't have to stretch your leg, sit bone heel, that's the line, that's the line, that's the line. So whatever you can do, right? Now I'm just flexing and stretching. So when flexing I feel the back, when stretching I feel the length at the front. So that's the idea behind it. And make sure, lengthening, energy coming out of your knees, and now, in my case, coming out of my foot as well, now out of my heels, so don't tense. Yeah, that's not what is meant. Lengthen, and keep lengthening here, and lowering vertebra by vertebra. Okay, so next variation you choose, lengthening, and leg is going up, energy through your heel, lengthening, lowering, your upper thighs are in line, bending the leg, and lowering. Breathing in, and lengthening, and up we go, and energy through the heel, and lowering in line with your upper body, and with your upper thigh, I wanted to say, and lower. Make sure you're always lengthening, you always keep sending energy through the upper body and through your legs. Okay, up we go, lengthening, energy through the heel, and now from here, lengthening, energy through the upper side. Now you can bend your leg or you can lengthen your upper body more, or send more energy through the fountain and come up again with your leg if you can. Lowering, so don't do too much. Lengthening. Okay, so up we go, lengthen, and energy through the heel, and slowly lowering, and then coming up, lengthening, up, and bend in, and slowly lower, and just relax. Okay, good. Now just head down and relaxing, or the more gentler version, whatever you need to just give your body a little break before we're again working with full concentration, because that's the important thing. Okay, so push-ups is next. I was just looking for the English word. Okay, the Spanish was on offer, but I guess that won't help. So first of all, I do the ladies version, then the ones for the gentlemen, and a little variation for the gentlemen who are not challenged enough. So from your knees together to your hands, one diagonal line. And the important thing is you've got your elbows relaxed, and you relax them even more, not to go down, but to maintain that diagonal and to really feel from here through your head how this fountain is taking you up. So it's about how much strength can you send from your sit bone to your head and just really, really lift your upper body. Okay? So from here and lengthening, and I've always got my elbows relaxed. Keep breathing. Yeah, so if you're new on this channel, start with one, or just start with feeling the position and take a little break, and that's it. That's already the success of the exercise, because you're feeling what there is to feel. Okay, and that's the success. So now, gentlemen, little toes in line with the little fingers. Please, ladies, don't copy me, right? Now, lengthening. And sit bone here, and lengthening, and don't make yourself small here. Keep lengthening. I'm sure you can see the difference. That's really what I want. Have the energy flow through your head, your fingers, right? Okay. So, if that's not challenging for you, you can actually send a little energy through one heel, and then you've got one leg in the air. So you're here, lengthening, and lengthening, and lengthening. Okay? So just relaxing the back, or have the energy flow back, whatever you need. And next up is we are going on our tummy. If you haven't been here before on this channel, I actually suggest that you watch this series, and then you know what we're doing, and you can easily follow my instructions, because I don't want you to tense your neck, upper back, something like that, right? That's always not helpful. So legs together, one hand on top of the other, and your forehead rests on your hands. Breathe in, on the out breath, navel in, lengthening the entire upper body, and come up with your arms and head in the form that they are. Lengthen your arms just a little beyond the surface, palms facing the floor, and now describe the biggest possible circle outwards while you keep thinking of your fountain. Okay, little fingers long and are arriving next to your body. So now from here, breathing in through your nose, lengthening sit bone's head, and now think of lengthening through fingertips and head and toes, and describe again the biggest possible circle, reversing the circle, and coming back to the initial position. Okay, now breathing in. On the out breath, navel in, and up we go, lengthening the arms. And now from here, keep again describing the biggest possible circle, which is a semicircle with each arm, until you arrive with your arms next to your body. Now breathing in, sit bone's head, lengthening. Now lengthen energy through your feet, and as a result, your legs come up into the air a little bit. The upper thighs are still on the floor. Now, lengthening and reversing the circle while you keep sending energy through your legs, which means they stay in the air until now you drop everything in the initial position. Okay, great. Now, breathing in. On the out breath, you lengthen the legs, they slowly come up, and you separate them as far as wide as your hips are. Now, coming up with your arms and head, same way as before, lengthening your arms parallel, little fingers in line with your shoulders. And now from here, you lengthen one leg and one arm diagonally, slowly. And as I'm saying, lengthening, not lifting. They will lift eventually a little bit, but make sure that you're not pulling your arms, but that the majority of the energy goes through your fountain and relax. So it's not affecting your shoulder joints, that's not the idea. Okay. Now breathing in, and from the floor, just lengthen coming up, or repeating the exercise that we've just been doing, or do it, if that was too hard for you, just do it directly from the floor, making sure you're not pushing with your abs against the floor, but navel in and release. I know this one is intense and we're not done yet, because the next one is similar, but we're giving energy into everything at once. So breathing in, coming up, and lengthen, 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 lengthen. Little pulse away. You can see it better in the legs than in your arms, because we want to take care of our shoulders and relaxing. Again, if this was too hard, start from the floor each time. Okay, now breathing in and lengthening. I just would like you to try it. Even if you're new, you never know what you're capable of doing, right? And also, it can differ from day to day. So, just try and lengthen. Okay, so what else? Okay, place your hands underneath the shoulders. Breathing in, lengthening. We're doing a little psoas stretch. Lengthening. So depending on, yeah, mine is not, wow. Okay, yeah, that's the contraction at the moment. So here we go. Lengthening. Okay, and relaxing the back with whatever is necessary. Okay, good, well done. Oh wow. Okay, is there anything you would like me to do first? No? Okay, so scissors is next. Don't think you can't do this if you're new. If you are new, the version is to be here. And if you can't stretch your legs, you're welcome to be here. Sit bones, feet in line. Heels, sit bones, heels, sorry. And now it's about separating the legs and reuniting them, but continuously lengthening the legs. And, important, both are opening equal. Yeah. So in this position, actually, it's difficult with both. For both legs, yeah, so whatever you are, or if you're here, like this, yes, okay. And the other version is in the candle position. So this is what I will do now. Make sure that you're not sliding, yeah, that you really do that carefully, slowly, and then you can feel your way through and see, okay, where there is any more possibility to do a little bit more. Separating, so now the candle position is definitely the leg that goes back, which has it more difficult. So take that one as a reference. Lengthening. In the other position, it's actually more equal. Okay, so lengthening. And then take a break. Yeah, you don't have to do so many. Lengthening. And lengthening to come back, and always, although I'm in this position, the main energy is going through my upper body, so it's all about the fountain. And I will just feel here a little bit, yeah, for therapeutic or rehabilitation reasons. So if you have anything like this, or you notice something during the class, always feel your way and feel, okay, what can I do? What am I supposed to do? because your body will lead you, and as much as you practice, you will be led even more. Okay, great. So we just relaxed, and then I'm curious, what's next? Oh yeah, they showed me. Okay. Well, actually they're showing me 2 exercises. Can you decide, please, what you want? Oh, right, okay, so they want sideways push-ups. Okay, so here we go. I think we've been doing that a lot lately, but I think they want to have us stronger, they say. Yeah, well, we're not surprised. See, having in mind the times we're living in, right? So, shoulders in line with the hips and the heels, and then I'm just embracing the upper shoulder blade and hand next to my body. So from here, sit bones head in line, lengthening. You can put something underneath here or here, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Just make sure that you lengthen and then you're trying to get up. So don't do anything like having your strength together and do this. No? Lengthening and lengthening. And if you can't get up, you don't worry, because when you can get up, you will notice that the lengthening in the body is what is most challenging, yeah, which is the hardest one. Okay, lengthening, and always feel your way. I just noticed I was not in the right position with my hand, feeling my shoulder. So just make sure that you go slowly so you can notice and make the necessary adjustments. Okay, I'm told to do 2 more, lengthening. And you please always do what you feel is right. If your legs come up, you sink them diagonally into the floor. Okay, and lowering. Right, okay, now we're stretching, lengthening. You can either do that from this position, and you think lengthening your upper body and your legs, or you do it here. Just watch out, I'm really having my arms right or quite in front of me, lengthening and lowering. Okay, now changing my position, middle finger in line with my ears and hips and heels. And then I've got my elbow in contact with my body to not affect my shoulders. Now lengthening, I'm lengthening the entire body, center. You can also look down, by the way, if anything is bothering you here with tension. Lengthening, and also lengthening the lower leg, so it does not have to bear all the weight. Lengthening. Lengthening everything, lengthening little, or think of your reference point and your little toe in line. Okay, so now we're just repeating it, lengthening one more time, and now lengthening everything and turning out from your hip. Therefore, it's so important to really have your center line and then turn it and lower. Okay. Now again, what are we doing? They want little developpés. Okay, so when you're not a dancer or you're not doing this regularly, just, from here, you take your foot and then you lengthen this part, and you think like lengthening the upper body and also a part of a circle to lower the leg. So it's lengthening here and there, right? Okay, and we do 3, they say, so, don't think you have to lift that up. That's not the idea. If you don't need it professionally, it's about the lengthening in the upper body here and in the leg. That makes a difference, okay? So, we've got 2 more to go. And really try to do that calmly and lengthening, lengthening, lengthening. I'm not daring to do it so high, to lift it too much. Well, trying now because of those points here. That always affects both legs. Right, and if you want, if you are a professional and you need to stretch, I'll just show you the stretch from here. Now, the idea is not to have your leg as close to your body as you possibly can, but to think to lengthen this leg downwards, your upper body upwards, and this leg into that direction. So you're here, you're not there, but lengthening. I hope you can see the difference, and you notice the difference in your lower back and here, where you need to stretch it. So now for everybody, we bend the lower leg, or the leg below, and your foot comes underneath your knee. Now you lengthen your upper body from, it's again fountain, and you're describing a circle, and now you end up sitting on both your sit bones. And I'm surprised this is more relaxed than it was before. Okay, so other side. Now from your shoulders, hips and heels, you are one line. Embrace your upper shoulder blade, place your hand here, and remember, think energy out of the elbow in this direction. Okay, so now we're coming, lengthening up. And as you can see, this side is so much easier for me. So make sure that you slow down when you find it easier. Lengthening, because you may be able to take something away for the side which is more challenging. And lengthening. And again, lengthening. And lowering, and I think I've got to do, they say 2 more, okay. I thought it was 1 more, but I never doubt them. And if you start to work that way, you'll notice that you also get so much feedback from your body, and maybe also from your higher self. Okay, so either lengthening here or here, whatever you like, lengthening and lowering, and again lengthening. Okay, now we're changing the position, middle finger in line with your ear, hip and heels, and adjusting the arm. Now lengthening, so it's not lifting the leg, that would be this, it's lengthening, so it's coming out everywhere and here. And just let it sink down. No stress. Lengthening. If you think you're not working, here you're working, right? And then you notice the difference. And also you notice the difference when we're now starting from here, parallel, lengthening, turning out. Because then you notice we're working on the reaffirmation there. And the more you have energy working in your center, meaning the fountain going on, that's it. Yeah, I have a little allergy, therefore lengthen and lengthening everything and releasing. Okay, so now from here we're lengthening, and just as a little demonstration from here, I don't know if I can do it properly here on this side, but on the other side you've seen what it's supposed to be, so let's see. Lengthening. Yeah, there is a moment where it's really painful, so I will massage this a little bit while doing it, loosening it up, trying to loosen it up. That's always a good idea to do that, right? If you notice the energy is going in, and of course I won't lift that leg as high. This leg actually normally goes a lot higher than the other one, but not the time. And it's really important to accept that, right? I'm just happy, lengthen, and I do a little rehabilitation work on this now. I'm just happy that I can do it, because for over a year I could not do this movement at all. And I will also do a little bit of stretching. Let's see. Lengthen. Keep lengthening. Yes. And then slowly see if it goes over that point. Yeah. Yeah, there it is. Okay, now bending the lower leg so your foot comes underneath your knee, and then describe the biggest possible circle with your upper body and sitting down. Yes. Good. Remember, this is an intense stretch, so slowly taking out of it, coming out of it, and just do whatever you need to finish the class. We did really well, and I'd say so. They are always right, I never doubt them. They've proven it so many times. Okay, so thank you very, very much for being here and sharing this time with me. And please, if the channel helps you, help the channel by subscribing. And if you like the weekly weather forecasts by the guides, you find them on YouTube Hike About It, and there is a daily dose on Instagram at Hike About. Lots and lots of love. Have a beautiful week, and we spread the love until we see each other for the next workout.